Today's segment of The Next Chapter is presented by Lexus. Experience amazing.
You're a visionary. You inspire us to chase a higher standard because the greatest measure of an automobile is how it makes you feel.
Kanu Chauhan's historic epic Kesari Veer is out and tells the tale of a brave warrior who fought against an empire to save the Somnath temple. Suraj Pancholi plays the title character of Hamirji Gohil, but OG action star Sunil Shetty is there to support him in more ways than one.
Hey, hi, this is Sunil Shetty and you're watching AVS.
So you have gone full warrior in Kesari Veer, the swords, the spears, the 15-kilo weapons. Let me start by asking, what made you feel, okay, yes, I'm going to carry those things on set every day?
Because then you get used to the feel of being a true warrior because they carried that and fought with that. So you understand, other than everything else, this is possibly the simplest thing that they would do, but how difficult it was for a normal human being to do. You know, and I think that reminded me every time of what Vegada must have been all about.
मंदिरों में सबसे ज़्यादा सोना कहीं है तो सोमनाथ में।
सोमनाथ को हाथ लगाने से पहले उन्हें इन भीलों से टकराना होगा।
Not just I'm a fan of your work and choices, but your honesty on a variety of issues. You know, during the trailer launch, you mentioned that when Kanubhai came to you with this role, you said, why me? हम बिकते नहीं हैं.
Absolutely.
I think for an actor to say this, it's commendable.
But you know what? Honestly, to tell you, all of us have to realize this. Then we will not expect too much. We'll be content and happy with ourselves. कि हाँ यार, गलतियाँ मैंने की थी, तो नहीं आएंगे. And once you settle with that, you'll be at peace. And I have bought that peace by realizing the mistakes I've made and what is due to me.
ये युद्ध हम हमारे लोग, हमारा धर्म और हमारे सोमनाथ के लिए लड़ने जा रहे हैं।
आज हम सिर्फ और सिर्फ महादेव की सेना है।
हर हर महादेव!
Let's also talk about Kanubhai sir, a person who stays most of the time in US. He's making a film on this subject and that to such a massive scale. What do you have to say about that?
Hats off to him. Like I said, you need producers like Kanubhai Chauhan if you want this industry to survive. Because people will say, but he's not done the math. But he believes that if he makes a great film, he'll get great results. And I bless him for that and I hope what he's thinking comes true. He's very confident about it. We've given our best as actors, you know. I couldn't have done this role better than I have done today because I've given my all, knowing very well that for me also, this is a huge moment and the success of this film will probably get me a lot more respect from a box office perspective. You know, try and understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying respect otherwise, but from a box office respect, and which is something that I'm dying for.
दुनिया की कोई शक्ति रोक नहीं सकती।
Like a film like Kesari Veer actually, tests you emotionally, physically. If I go back in the 90s, was there a project that really tested you emotionally and physically back then?
I'd say Border, for sure. Emotionally, yes. New respect for the country, something that I've always had, but new respect for the army, for the men in uniform. Their simplicity, their innocence, and their never say die approach, wanting to die for the country at a drop of a hat. I mean, how do people like this even exist is something I can never understand because they are so committed to the nation.
मैंने फैसला ये किया है कि मैं मेजर कुलदीप सिंह अपनी पोस्ट छोड़कर नहीं जाऊंगा। अब तुम लोगों का फैसला मैं तुम पर छोड़ता हूं। जो लोग ये पोस्ट छोड़कर जाना चाहते हैं, जा सकते हैं।
सर, सबसे पहले मेरा फैसला सुनिए सर। कोई रहे या ना रहे, मैं अपनी धरती दुश्मनों के हाथ में छोड़कर नहीं जाऊंगा। मर जाऊंगा सर, कदम पीछे नहीं हटाऊंगा। जाऊंगा।
Let's rewind the clock a little. Your first film, Balwan, was a box office success.
Yeah.
But despite that, the critics were very harsh.
Absolutely.
Tell me about that period. How did that initial criticism shape your approach to acting and what you have become today?
I think I stepped back and analyzed and probably cried for a few days, but very secure with 10 films in hand, you know. So that crying was different, but the hurt was a lot, and I kept wondering what had I done wrong, and then I realized that एक्टिंग भी सीखा नहीं था यार। कुछ 10 दिन की एक्टिंग क्लास की थी और 10 दिन में मैं वो करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ जो सालों साल लोग करते हैं, वो मेहनत कहाँ गई? And that's when I started doing death-defying stunts, started appreciating all the actors around कि ये क्यों चल रहे हैं, ये क्यों चल रहा है, why is he working? Oh, this is his quality, this is his quality. Can I soak in that and learn? And I learned in the process. But what happened in the process of learning from these people, I started idolizing them. I started looking at them as heroes, and I started respecting them. So there was no jealousy. There was just respect and love for them and learnings. And जिससे सीखते हो तो उसे गुरु ही बोलते हैं ना?
गुरु ही बोलते हैं.
Yeah. So these guys have ended up being my gurus and my very close friends.
मैं किसी खास काम से आया था.
क्या मैं पूछ सकता हूँ वो खास काम क्या है?
ये मेरा जाती मामला है.
क्या मैं पूछ सकता हूँ वो जाती मामला क्या है?
मेरा रास्ता छोड़ दो इंस्पेक्टर. तुम बेकार में मुझे परेशान कर रहे हो.
जिस रास्ते पर तुम चल रहे हो उस रास्ते के हर मोड़ पर तुम मुझे सामने पाओगे विशाल. मुजरिमों को परेशान करके उनसे सच उगलवाना मेरा पेशा है.
तुम बेकार में मुझसे उलझ रहे हो इंस्पेक्टर.
Sir, I have to say this, even though people call you that OG action hero, I personally enjoy your comedy more. I mean, Gopi Kishan is one of my personal favorite films. I feel it deserves a second run in theatre.
Absolutely. I mean, Gopi Kishan was a huge success, but today people would appreciate it a lot more. The simplicity, the honesty of characters, and those are the characters we have in real life also.
We have it.
You know, there is a Gopi, there is a Kishan.
शर्म नहीं आती तुम लोगों को? एक पुलिस वाले की माँ, बीवी, बेटा होकर ऐसी बातें करते हुए? भले जिंदगी में मुझे कोई मेडल न मिले, मगर मैं इस मेडल लगने वाले वर्दी पर एक मेडल जितना छोटा दाग भी लगने नहीं दूंगा. मैं जिंदगी में कभी रिश्वत नहीं लूंगा, कभी नहीं. मुझे अपनी माँ की कसम.
You've worked with the best of the best, and now when you work with Suraj, Vivek, of course, you have collaborated a lot of times before. What do you tell them? Like, is there any kind of a, I don't know, secret sauce advice that you would
No, I wouldn't give Suraj advice. I'd rather soak out stuff from him. Ki how did he manage to stay so calm, so strong, in spite of all that he's gone through in life? Got a clean chit, but wasted 10 years of his life. You know, so that hurts. So I think that is what Suraj keeps teaching me every time I look at him. The will that manifest, work hard, be consistent with what you do, look at people with empathy, and you can achieve it. And I see this boy achieving big things in this industry, big things. I'm not saying it because I'm part of the film, but I'm saying it because I believe it, and I'm saying it because I know it.
ये हमारे राम की भूमि है, हमारे कृष्ण की भूमि है, ये हमारे शिव की भूमि है. हम राजपूतों के खून में हार लिखी ही नहीं.
Are you still learning new things with each and every project? What are some of your personal takeaways from Kesari Veer?
That we need to talk a lot more about the history of our country. We need to talk a lot more about what we believe in, our culture, our heritage, our religion, where there's place for everybody, where there's love for everybody, our festivals. We need to showcase India the way India is.
हमारे कर भी अमर बने जो वीर गति को प्राप्त है. एक हाथ में शस्त्र